Hello everyone, how is it going? Now, unlike I promised in my previous video, like I said about showing you guys how to properly download the private server that I was talking about, I decided that I would do something different. The PTR recently came up about 2 days ago, and in this video I decided I would give you guys a basic idea of what's going to be happening in patch 4.3. Now currently I am in Dalaran and I am picking up the Wrathful set because it's free and it doesn't require farming to transmog them. Now for those of you who don't know what the transmog is, the transmog allows you to take any set of your gear and change it so that it looks like another piece of gear. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my gear and I'm going to be turning it so that way it looks like the Wrathful set. Now, the thing is which I didn't realize at first because I did not read the patch notes, was that you need to have the gear in your bag to transmog. You can't just like select it, unfortunately. So like if you are a warrior and you want the Wrath set, you know, the tier 2, then you have to go and farm tier 2 in order to transmog it. But in the PTR, Wrathful is free, and I'm too lazy to go farming. I decided I would go ahead and morph my gear into the Wrathful gear. After you transmog it, I do not believe that you have to keep the gear in your bag, but I did because I was just too lazy to change. So yes, it will make my gear look like Wrathful gear, but it also keeps the stats of tier 12. So it makes things a little more entertaining. Not only that, but I will be showing you guys void storage. Void storage is a little bit irritating, and you'll see why. But it's definitely something that's interesting. You know, it gives you a whole different, it gives you a whole nother bank, if you will. So right now I'm teleporting to Stormwind, and the transmog morphers are only in Stormwind for Alliance and Orgrimmar for Horde. I do not believe if they plan on changing that, but currently that's where they are. So right here I'm sorry, I just had to pick up Time Warp because I don't start off with it, but no, yeah, I tend to do that a lot. But anyway, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head over to the Transmorpher, where it's a little bit lagged. I don't know about the video, but the place is very laggy because so many people are there. And in the Transmorph place, you guys will see it's right here. I think at first I fly around like a complete and total idiot until I find it again. Oh no, never mind. Okay. So yeah, I do. But it gives me time. In the Trans place, you have three. What are they called? 3 vendors. The first vendor is on the left is your Reforger, which they actually manipulated. They changed the design of the Arcane Forger, so it looks pretty cool. And then you have in the middle is your Void Storage, and then on the right is your Transmorph. It's definitely something different. I'm glad they did that for those who want to keep the stats of their gear but like the design of other gears. Like, I'm not gonna lie, tier 13, because they currently haven't finished all of the classes, they haven't released tier 13 on the PTR yet, and PTR is supposed to be up because it's not supposed to come out till like December, so it's gonna be up for a few months. But I was looking through a couple of the tiers, and honestly, they're really boring. I'm sorry, but Blizzard's getting really lazy with the design. I don't know why, but they can definitely be a little bit more original. I might be wrong because I haven't given them much of a look. Like, I haven't really looked at them, but just from what I saw, they were really, really boring. So right here, I end up switching to my PvP gear because I went to go PvP after this. So as you can see, I switched up my PvP gear. It's all my PvP gear, or at least the ones that you can see. You right click on your Transmorph, and this is what you get. So you go through your bag and make sure that you select each of your gears, okay? And doing that, it'll just say, okay, don't worry about that. And you go ahead and just throw in all the gear that you want, and then after that you click apply. It costs a good bit of money. It costs like 200 gold or so, depending on how much you transmog. I don't know what the maximum is, but for what I did, I believe it was like 260 gold or something like that. Yeah, 260 gold. So then you just click OK. You just click OK, and bam, your gear is wrathful. Pretty badass, huh? It makes things a little bit more fun. So if you've got a bunch of the tier gears, go ahead and use those. Next up, I'm going to show you guys the void storage. You have to unlock it for $1,000, or wow, 1,000 gold, and then it allows you to put items in there. Now there are a couple of problems. One, you cannot put stacks of gear, and each item that you put into the void storage is 100 gold, and it costs 100 gold to come out. I realize that on another character. I do not show you guys, but that's why I'm telling you. So you can't put stacks of things, and if you have any gear that has modifications to it, whether it be enchants and I believe gemming, it erases them. So if you have gear and you don't have the money to repay for them, I recommend not doing it. But for those of you who've got a shit ton of money, by all means, go for it. So this is the end of the video, you guys. I'm sorry it wasn't very detailed. Take care. Peace.